Started over because I had to get my reading voice on. Page 136 in Self Improvement Obstacles to Perfection. I'm going to try to get through this the best I can. I like my hat. It's a floppy hat. I like it. It has a little drawstringy thing so you can pull it around your ponytail. I can't remember. Probably Walmart, I think. I've had it for quite a few years. Just don't wear it too often. Yeah, it's kind of fun for the beach with a floppy hat, and it's easy to kind of move around. It's very comfortable too. And it's thin. It's like the nice thin kind of silky material, like the shirt almost. So it dries very quickly. Yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of reading from here. Yes, as always, we're hoping for that. All we can do is hope and pray. In the meantime, between time, we enjoy coloring, reading, cooking, talking, listening. We listen to a bunch of different things. Yeah, we like comedy. There's a whole bunch of different stuff. There's YouTube channels nowadays, so many. Who needs cable? Now don't start that. Oh yeah, for sure. We're hoping so. But yeah, for sure. If anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns, just need someone to talk to, as always, we're here. We do the best we can. If you have any volunteer lists and there's anything we're capable of doing mentally and physically, we would love to help out. Yeah, anything at all with a good cause. Yeah, it's some of the bullshit they have volunteer lists for, which they wouldn't let us help with anyways, because no, they're too good for us, and they can't let people like us help out with their programs that they waste money on. And it's horrible what they've been doing. Absolutely sickening. It's actually not even funny. People can joke about it and be like, oh, condoms and transgender, and it's so stupid. And they're cutting their dicks off, and it's gotten that bad. Oh, no. Oh, didn't we tell you this back in 2008? Eight. Yeah, it makes us sick. It's amazing. Actually, very amazing and incredible. You should appreciate people at that level of awareness who are trying to help bring clarity and understanding and not losing their minds and killing themselves or others. Many do. They go mad. They go absolutely mad and crazy when you know what's going on and how people are ignoring it. Oh, it drives you insane. It does, for real. I mean, of course people kill themselves and freak accidents happen in other situations, just naturally. It happens. Yeah, with these cases and situations, we have 4 children here. 4 of my children that are here. 3 are vaccine injured. The first one was vaccine injured in 2006. The second 2 were vaccine injured in 2013. Excuse me, my first child, yes, was vaccine injured in 2006. My youngest 2 children were vaccine injured in 2013. Have we said this before? We've gone over it multiple times. I know a lot of people have heard it many, many times, haven't they? We have 4 children here. My first child, who was born in 2004, was vaccine injured in 2006. Well, the Lyme specialist, they tried to warn us, and when I asked questions about it, we've told this story multiple times. Yeah, they flipped out. They got angry. People were calling us horrible parents to even question it. And what we dealt with at the Maine Parent Federation in 2008, what the private investigator tried telling them in 2009, including my parents who ignored it. Again, I believe that my father ignores it because it's covering up all their bullshit and drugs involved with my brother and other people. Many have moved away or died, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, they're in jail, they're dead, or they've moved away, and they don't have to talk about any of this. You're just jealous. It's fucking disgusting. Actually, really horrible. Yeah, we hope and pray for a lot of these people in the hands of these sadistic fucking punks. Yeah, the children can't talk. No, they were so vaccine injured, they cannot tell you the abuse they're going through, and it's absolutely horrible. It really is. Yeah, we've been telling you that for years. You know, we had to accept. They teach us that. And it's actually a strength, and the fact that people don't acknowledge or appreciate that and continue to try to prove us to be crazy and ignore the abuse and the facts and concerns we're talking about and protect these sick fucking punks, because it's getting the Karen or the non-vaxxer or the drug people. What is it? Tell me again. Now they're laughing at my fucking cat. I'm just gonna read. Had we started reading yet? Page 136. Yeah, again, you need any help with anything, we're here. Yeah, it's absolutely horrific. True, all facts. And the fact that they continue to ignore. Yeah, hello. Come on. Really disturbing. This has been disturbing for years. It was disturbing in 2017 when we ran away to Canada. I don't know if any of you have spoken with the gentleman up there. Do you understand all that? Different things going on? Yeah, it's like the take games and stuff. You know, we know that. We were trying to explain that back in 2008 as well. The private investigator who shot himself. Yeah, and they got his girlfriend good with that too. I think before and after a little bit, yeah. I don't know. I guess she had pissed some people off within different loops and groups, and she had also done, what was it, that Lady Luck Trump pageant? Yeah, and she also worked like, what, Pirelli tires, one of those at the racetracks, those people. Well, she had pissed off a lot of people with that stuff, so some people just have it coming, I guess, huh? Yeah, so her boyfriend, who was a private investigator in our 82nd Airborne Division, he was a really good guy. When stuff started spiking and they were filming some scenes for that Message in a Bottle movie here, that was what, 2008, 2009-ish? Yeah. Well, we were dealing with our Lyme treatment. We had been diagnosed with chronic Lyme disease, working with a specialist, Bernard Raxlin. Look up that doctor and check the history there. Holy crap. Unbelievable. It's so fucking crazy how this is being ignored and how people are acting around here like fucking selfish, nasty, greedy pigs. It makes us fucking sick. And the fact that we get attacked and harassed and they gaslight all the people around us when we even try to speak up about it is disgusting. You need psychiatric help. Big time. Wow. Huge. Yeah, it's really sad and disturbing to a lot of us. For a long time. For many, many years. And we have to be careful because there are a lot of marketers in business and nasty fucking drug addicts, fundraisers, and people that will take advantage of those situations. They do all the time, actually. It's a big money maker for a lot of them. Plus, it helps cover up other crimes from other things, so people actually encourage it and show them. They shine the light. Look, it's a good spot for that. I'll get these people. Oh my gosh, this one's a horrible Karen. Non-vaxxer, whatever it is. Drug family, bully. Let's get a load of this one. Yeah, so we've been dealing with this all our lives. So it's really sad and scary to us when you actually really think about the abuse and the torture that many people are lucky to have survived throughout their childhood and adulthood. And what's happening to our children is absolutely disgusting. Right, you know, to have endured so much already. Miracles all over the place, huh? And we gotta deal with that shit. And fucking psychos who believe in ghosts and aliens ignoring basic fucking human elements. While they waste a lot of money personally attacking people and putting children in dangerous homes. And taking them out of the hands of good people just because they don't conform to Western medicine. That's a huge problem. This has been going on for decades with that stuff, huh? Locally and internationally too. Talk to doctors and other people and how they will cherry pick, and if doctors don't conform to Western medicine and stuff, it's a lot harder for them. Amazing, isn't it? Isn't it interesting too, to become a naturopath or homeopath, you have to go to school a lot longer than a normal doctor. So why wouldn't it be accepted? Oh, it is, just not by state insurances. Oh, so the poor people and lower class, middle class insurances will cover the Western medicine, but not naturopath or homeopath. Someone's banking. I mean, if you're aware, I mean, you kind of always just roll and go with the flow. So you're always making money, right? Makes sense. I mean, why wouldn't you? That's cool. Yeah, so for us, we're just trying to help bring awareness and understanding. We have 4 children here. 3 are severely vaccine injured. We've explained this multiple times. We had to run away to Canada in 2017. We were trying to get our daughter to a doctor. The gentleman in Canada, what's his name? David Chase. Anyone talk to him? Yeah, so it's really simple and easy to understand how wires can be crossed, just to bring an understanding as to how those things are happening. Yeah, it helps. Well, when people don't like to talk about it because then it exposes their other stuff, which is very important. Yeah, so hopefully the children are growing up, maturing, facing the facts, hopefully. And they don't have to. They get enough money, they don't have to. Sorry, kids. Yes, so they make child and animal pornography with foreign hoax channels, mostly Chinese, Russian, Muslim. Absolutely disturbing. Words don't express. Over the years, over and over again, and different people being reassigned, coming on, covering up. This is how it's handling this story, right? We have children here. How many times have we fucking said that? And the fact that those concerns aren't being brought forth and it gets covered up and they justify it by proving me to be crazy. No, we don't have to acknowledge those concerns, and it's justifiable. She's schizophrenic, she's crazy. Mom and dad are really concerned too. Even they say she's crazy. How many years has this been going on? So when you go back to 2008 and what the fuck was happening with the main parent federation, they got pissed. We called them Hitlers. We were trying to bring up concerns with vaccine-injured children and the overprescribing of SSRIs. And they were crying about fucking dogs being left out in the cold and how Prozac helped them when their mommy died and they were 50 years old. What a fucking joke. Takes your fucking breath away. They're fucking retarded, crazy, psycho fucking people in our systems. Yeah, and they're putting a lot of people in danger, and they have been for a long time, but luckily, I mean, I don't know, a lot of them have probably retired or died. They were pretty old and decrepit, some of them. Yeah, and the ones that weren't were fucking, they looked pretty unhealthy, slobby. Yeah. Anyways, actually really fucking disturbing. The private investigator who shot himself in 2009, when he brought up the Mayans and things like that, okay, he was trying to help them understand different things going on. My mom and my dad. Yeah, unreal, huh? Well, they scare her to make mom think he's losing his mind and going crazy talking about curses. This is common. Since I was a kid, we've been dealing with this shit. Yeah. No, we've gone retarded about it many times. It's okay. We cycle through retardation multiple times a day. Anger, sadness. We've laughed at least, I can't even count how many times we've laughed today. And sometimes it's an elongated laugh. Like you have a chuckle. We've had a lot of good laughs today. I had a hard laugh and it was a knee snapper. We might feel depressed, I don't know. Uplifted. Every motherfucking day. Isn't it great? It's a blessing. What's your feature, creature? Yeah, we could care less. Yeah. Well, we love and understand all the people around us. Isn't that great? Well, it's best to. Okay? We have 2 older children on this side. We live on this side with our parents. They're getting older. They don't understand anything going on around here. Yeah, what happened in 2017 when we were trying to get our daughter help? We had to run away to Canada. Mom still thinks I was lost in some kind of love story. And they called the Ghost Hunters, remember? You can look it up actually on YouTube. I think it's dated. Yeah, they came and stayed here, tried to find the lady in white and the man in black that Mom always sees. I try to explain to her about gas clouds and stuff like that. I know, I tell her, I know, we really did see something, I know that. I've been dealing with this since I was a kid. When I was 11, she told me a ghost pushed me down the stairs, and that's how I fractured my shoulder. I felt a force push me down the stairs. Was I 11? So early 90s. It was around the same time that child molester who lived with us, they arrested him and put him in jail for 14 years. I don't think he did anything. I would think the photographers connected to my sisters, who they say, and he was, I'm pretty sure, some of them, yeah, connected to the Oprah show, because they put her picture on the Oprah show as an up-and-coming teen model. Okay, so I'm not stupid. Okay, so yeah, when I was 11, she told me the force I felt that pushed me down the stairs and I fractured my shoulder. I'm sure that's in the medical records. It's not in my head. Okay, so she told me that was a ghost because I was bad. Okay, I know that's not the truth. I try to... It's really stupid. So in this day and age, didn't we just see on the paper the other morning another one killed their son because God told her to? I know, isn't it fucking frustrating? Back before 2008, after we had done 3 to 4 years of seeing counselors all around Kennebec County, how disturbing it was. The belief systems and how they were prescribing and over-prescribing medications, checking boxes. Do you hear voices ringing in the ears? Really stupid. What do you believe it is? You think it's, well, okay. And you can't tell them any different. And sometimes even the doctor has some crazy beliefs too. There was a lot of concerns there with some of them believing the ghost stories and the curses. Like, wow, you need help. Right, well, they're the doctor, and I'm a retard on disability, so how do you think that's going to play out? Right. So, anyways, so after years of that and trying to explain to them the dangers we were seeing, we would bring up the Andrea Yates case. That was another one. She pushed her car into the lake with all the kids in it because the devil told her to. Yeah, we had another one, drown the kids in the tub. Devil. God, devil, does it matter? So whether or not the radio, the wind was blowing, and the sounds just morphed into kill people, and that's all I could hear. Sorry. Well, no, that's not okay, right? Yeah, they're going to put people in jail if they do that. Well, we could maybe prevent that if people are taught about sounds and frequency waves. Tinnitus symptoms, how that happens, chakra zones, energy zones, whatever the fuck you want to call it, energy lines. And if you eat too much, YOLO. Too much. It's one of our many characters, thank you. Personalities. Energy zones. It must be the time of day. I did eat crayons again, I'm sorry. Every being strives for the good. This may be used as a kind of definition of what is good or a value. Good is what every being wants. This is quite true so long as it is taken in the right sense. Every striving indeed is significant of some good having been cited. The study of strivings or of human wants may, therefore, well serve as a point of departure for an inquiry into the nature and the order of values. But it is absolutely wrong to conclude that striving creates, so to say, the value. In fact, it is the value or the good existing in reality or capable of existing there, which causes the wishes, the wants, the cravings, and strivings of man to arise. Modern mind has become thoroughly imbued with the utterly mistaken idea of the subjectivity of values. This conviction has become so general that its presence is not even noticed anymore. Quite a few people will profess openly their belief in the objective existence of values because they see the strength of the argument, but they nevertheless let their behavior and their general attitude against life be influenced by the opposite idea. Conscious or not, the attitude of subjectivism has got hold of the modern mind, and it supplies the soil in which grow many of the difficulties people experience. The unconscious subjectivism often double crosses the purposes conscious reason forms and conscious will pursues. The result of this, did I read that right? That's weird. The result of this is a certain unsteadiness in the pursuit of recognized aims. The description by St. Augustine quoted in a previous chapter applies perfectly to this case. One will wants to realize aims which are recognized as objectively valid, while the second will obeys the secret subjectivism poisoning modern mentality. Yeah, can you see that, how you uptick the energy a little bit? And it can be off-putting to some, because that heightened sense, it can make someone else feel manic or panicky just to listen to someone in that state. So to be maybe aware, okay, why are they manic, upset? when those serious concerns are ignored, well, we can't just be letting people accuse someone of such serious things. We're just gonna, they're crazy, so we're just gonna completely squash it and not even acknowledge why they believe these things, the facts, the concerns, the actual documented happenings, and the reasons they believe these things, what they saw, witnessed, and experienced. No, we're not going to look at any of that. We're just going to completely ignore it, and not even we're going to call it conspiracy. And if any of you even try to ask them as to why they believe those things, you're going to be a conspiracy theorist too, and you're probably going to get fired or sued or something, right? They scare people. This has been happening for years. Same situations. It's horrible. Yeah, and as we said, these children usually get abused till they die. So congratulations, they're winning. A lot of people profit from these situations. Do you realize that? A lot of the activist groups and the people who protect them, to get the Karens and the non-vaxxers and the animal abusers and whatever else it is with their fucking jerk games. Yeah, it's absolutely horrible and scary, and that's part of the awakening for people in a lot of these cases. People usually get shot, usually see a lot of horrific scenes in some of these cases. Freak accidents, people committing suicide, flipping out, yeah. Shock, horror. I've heard some people say that, especially in some older people, when they realize, if they're actually able to see the facts and are shown that it's true, for some they just won't believe it. If the facts and the proof isn't there and you're just going by what people are saying, circumstantial evidence, and it can go either way, it's always going to go in the direction that makes its soul feel better. It doesn't take its pride away. There's no way people want to accept that they've actually been helping and aiding and abetting some of the worst crimes. It horrifies people. So they're not going to accept it. That's why we said they take it to their fucking deathbed, and it's horrifying, and it pisses us the fuck off. Of course it does. If it doesn't you, then I'm sorry. You must not have feelings. I don't know. It makes us fucking sick. There's no words for it. Page 32. Oh, goodness. The statements seem to be rather abstract and very theoretical. They have, nevertheless, an immediate bearing on very practical questions. The considerations on individuality lead to a very important conclusion, which may be expressed this way. There is no dictionary of symptoms. That is to say that the same quality or the same feature of behavior may have quite a different signification when observed in one person and when occurring in another. Signification. That is a hard word to say. It may even assume a different meaning in one and the same person at different periods of his life. It may even assume a different meaning in one and the same person at different periods of his life. We do not perceive directly the features of character. We become aware of them by observing the behavior of a person, and by interpreting it, we do not see vanity, but certain actions we believe to result from vanity. By calling a man proud, yes, I will read that. I like that too. We do not perceive directly the features of character. We become aware of them by observing the behavior of a person and by interpreting it. We do not see vanity, but certain actions we believe to result from vanity. Yes, it makes sense. That's interesting. So we don't see vanity, like sadness, right? Certain actions, and sometimes it can be, what do they say? Maybe deceiving. Right. Yeah, I like that. That's a good middle paragraph there. A couple sentences. By calling a man proud, we do not imply that we are able to see his pride as we see the color of his hair, but that certain of his actions seem to derive from pride. In our judgment on character, there is always a great deal of interpretation. This ought not to be forgotten, though it is unhappily often neglected. This ought not to be forgotten, though it is unhappily often neglected. It is a sad fact that most men are conscious of these facts, whenever being so may result in a disadvantageous opinion in others, but not when it may give rise to a more lenient judgment. We hear of a kind action, and instead of being glad of it, we begin to doubt whether it has been really kindness which prompted the deed. We hear of an action we disapprove of, and we are quite sure there is no other explanation. We remember but too well that appearances may be deceiving in the case of a good action, but we are generally oblivious of this principle when judging an apparently bad action. This is great for that class, yes. It will be shown later that behavior or some feature of it is liable to many explanations. It's a human behavior class. I think it's called Basic Human Understanding. BHU. BHU. Basic Human Understanding class. Yes, that's great. Couple paragraphs we do these kind of examples all the time as far as, the emotions and different things. I love this. This is great. We'll read some more of that later, yeah? 2015. It's my oldest son. He just turned 21 on the 4th. He's very excited. One slow breath like this. And take a slow breath like this. Flip the pancake. And do another slow breath like this. Flip a few times. You notice the difference. If you bend a little bit, it's completely different. It took us a while. Yeah. It's quite an accomplishment, actually. Every day, it's a blessing. I know. They're pointing out how I go faster when I have this recording. Well, I do, I'm just giving an idea, a generalization. And I mean, everyone's different. So you might feel the need to hold it here for 5 seconds, or maybe you want to do a little bit longer. You might not be tight here, and someone else might be very tight here. Someone may be healing from a rotacuff injury or something. Or they got a kink in their neck. So everyone's different. You just kind of pause and hold and take a breath if you feel some tightness. But you don't want to push into the tightness too much. Just enough. At the, what do they call it? On the cusp. The cusp. Yes. I love those markers. These ones. Yeah. I do. I've been using those. Yes, on one side. Kind of thick. It's almost like watercolors. It comes out just like watercolor paint. These are so fun, and this side is just right in line. Yes. Fun colors. I like the neon colors. The neon, and they have kind of pastel and solid. This one I think was at Walmart. Duo brush pen, sturdy count. And a nice little tray for it. Yes, we are going to do some of that later. Planning on it anyways, for a theater class. Namaste. Peace be with you. And also with you. And you. And you. And you. And you. And you. Yeah, though that's why they're kind of promoting that, I guess, along those lines for people in those kind of situations. Oh, because of that. Yeah, it just usually always gets sticky. Yeah, it gets sticky, then it gets squashed. And so we're hoping, yeah, I can tone it down there, and for sure. Yeah, a lot of them have been saying that would be best for people just to bring awareness to the vaccines, the vaccine-injured children. Yeah, exactly what we've been talking about with that, the concerns there. The ignorance, how and why these things have been ignored. People know what we're talking about. A lot of the investigations that people did too were back 2010. Stupid. You're trying to tell them not to go along with it. It felt very important to them, though. They were getting paid good money to do it, or it benefited them in other ways. Yeah, for some it's just personal. Yeah, that, believe it or not, that actually almost creates more of a velocity sometimes. Velocity, is that? What do they call it? Is that what it's called? How do you measure that? Do you have a pressure gauge to measure that? Yes, thank you. Alright. Oh, I still have my video going. We'll stop that. I'm going to post a video on YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. Let's think of a good name. Give me something good. That'll be a good one. That's what I'll name it. Yes. Ooh, that sounds really good. It's all for the kids. That's what it's all about, bringing clarity and understanding. That's the whole purpose. You can try to kerfuffle and always, 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 that's what it's all about. We are trying to bring awareness and understanding to what's happening here. We have 4 children here, 3 are severely vaccine injured. Yeah, they make child and animal pornography. They tried to kill us. We're lucky we survived. What's been happening over the years and how that's been ignored. Everyone doing all their investigations. And when you accept the facts we're telling you, it helps it all make sense, doesn't it? It kind of eliminates a lot of the confusion, silence, people running, totally avoiding, calling simple, basic things conspiracy. Yeah, when you eliminate, exactly, there you go. Huh. Can't do anything about it. So again, hopefully we can get awareness at least to the vaccine injuries. The fact we can't do anything about it. How they strong arm people and cause war all over the world. It's horrible. I mean, it'd be pretty dumb, right? It's so stupid to us. I mean, it would seem like that'd be one of the most important things to bring understanding and attention to, but keep investigating that grassy knoll, and we'll be here when anyone wants to talk about the facts and concerns. We're at the old Governor John Hill Mansion in Augusta. We love you. Much love, health, and peace all.